Game, trophy game. What does that mean when there's a piece of hardware on the line?
A little bit more. Happy to be a part of this. It's been, this is the 45th game. It's been, I don't remember year one. You would know that, 1972 maybe, something like that. So, been going on for a long time. What's exciting about this one specifically is just with so much conference realignment, obviously us going to the Big 12 and Rice going to the American, the future is kind of unknown, so when's this going to be played again? I don't know, not up to me. I think it's good for both universities. It's good for the city, so we need to enjoy this one while we can.
Do you see a lot of difference in their roster with, some of the guys they brought in, the season?
Oh, I mean, they're usually the same pretty much every year. What kind of kids they have. They're tough. They're smart. They're gritty. They're intelligent, as we well know. But that, from a schematic point of view, that's always challenging. What they do defensively is a lot. What they do offensively is complex. They do a lot of different things in the kicking game. So they're tricky to prepare for. They're a pain to play against. It's a big week for us because it's a challenging one. It means a lot to both institutions. So, they're going to give maximum effort. And so I challenge our guys to do the same. How we prepare all week is important, and then the mindset with how we play is going to be important as well.
Does it mean something new to see all those NFL guys come back, guys who play for you, guys who didn't even play for you? Is that important with the program?
Yeah, that's big. I see a lot of those guys in the off season because obviously Houston's a popular place, and a lot for those guys to do, whether they're from here, whether they want to live here, whether they want to just come visit, and hang out for a while, train. It's one of the main spots for NFL guys to train. So that week is usually big because preseason's over and they have a week off prior to the first one. You get them popping in, during their bye weeks sometimes, but that's pretty spotty and all that. So you really don't see them a whole lot during the season. So week one is important, and so we had a great turnout. I think our players probably like it more than I do. I'm kind of focused on what's happening out there on the field and all that, but those guys, seeing those guys on the sideline is pretty cool.
I want to ask you, Coach, maybe I missed it. You guys talk about your offense, your quarterback. Talk about that a little bit. How good they played last week against you Tuesday.
I'm happy with how he played, with how Donovan played. First game, there's always jitters. Want to make a good first impression. I think he did. Managed the game well. Completed 70% of his passes. 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, and did a good job in the running game, moving the sticks, getting a few first downs with his feet as well. So that's a good start. People are mad because 17 points isn't enough. I'm not looking at you, but because 17 points isn't enough, and certainly we want to be able to score more than that. Going to have to in a lot of these games, but for game one, doing what we got to do to win was encouraging to me.
You saw the Rice defense against Texas, and I want to ask you about your offense against the Rice defense. Can you give us some preview of what you expect?
Man, challenging. Wish somebody would tell me exactly what they're going to do because they run so much defense. And they're just they don't bust. They play hard. They fill their gaps. They're in the right spots. They play hard. It's challenging to prepare against, and it's hard to play against. Texas was frustrated. You could tell they were frustrated. The thing was 13-3 at halftime or whatever it was, and Texas has the ability with their body types. I mean, they can wear people out. So you kind of saw them doing that a little bit in the fourth quarter. But kudos to Rice for how they put up a fight for as long as they did.
What are your thoughts on Rice's JT Daniels?
I don't really have any thought. I've never competed against him. Didn't recruit him. He's a West Coast. I know he's was a highly rated kid coming out of high school, live arm. Has had several different spots, for variety of reasons or whatever it was. So, he's a pocket guy that has extreme arm talent. It'd be fun to compete against him.
Could you see Donovan and Matthew getting more in sync with that game?
No, not during the game. I didn't. You know, I'm glad Matt made the one play he made in the end zone. You know, I had an opportunity to make a couple other ones on third downs that I know he's capable of making. He knows he's capable of making. I've seen that. I've seen their relationship grow and their sync grow in practice. I need to see it out here on the field on Saturday.
You mentioned Daniel's West Coast guy didn't recruit him. Did you ever go after C.J. Stroud?
No.
No. You spent yeah.
He's a Texas kid, right?
Stroud? No, he's California.
Is he a Cali kid too?
Yeah.
No, I've never. The only Cali kid that quarterback that I've ever recruited was Skylar Howard out of junior college. You know, and then UH-RICE, who we got out of junior college too. You know, but we're not going to recruit California high school. Not that they're not capable of being recruited. It's just we're not going to spend our time there when we have Texas in the South and all that. That makes sense. No, they were highly rated. You know, C.J. Stroud was on our sidelines, you know, last week, and his relationship with Tank is pretty cool. If Ohio State recruits him out of high school, he's probably going to Ohio State. They've got a pretty good history of quarterbacks.
Did you get to spend some time with him when he was at your facility over the summer?
CJ? No, I did not. Okay. I did not. No. I got my hands full of Tank.
One or two more.
We good.
All good?
All right.
Thanks,
Thanks, Dan.
Thank y'all.
What's up?